rapper like that you could be like, yeah.
If it goes off, it just goes off, yeah?
Or back end, yeah.
That's crazy.
So we have no rappers in this country, what?
No rapper. But no, there is. There's like Mango. There's a few. There's like, do you know what there is? But probably
No, but
just
we're
kinda-
saying that will get on a daily dopey and body.
And body. Who? What?
Body the hell out of it.
Like, I wouldn't.
If I'm not available, I'm playing. I don't know. I don't know, man.
Daniel raps as well. Daniel raps.
But body, like we saying, like go in there and
Daniel's alright.
Cello's rapper,
Cello's a rapper.
officer.
You know the criteria we're
I
talking
don't-
about, though. We know.
Officer had what's that thing that Charlie Slot does?
Yeah, he did a few. He did Mad About Bars, Fire in the Boot, Fumes the
Engineer.
engineer and
So
stuff.
and what did he? God knows, I haven't watched any.
Like
of them.
they bodied it for what the drill thing is, but
Yeah.
I'm talking about like
Rap.
like you get me? And I'm not even like discrediting the fact. I feel like them man could rap, but the drill thing works, so
Yeah.
everyone does the drill thing.
Yeah, hear it.
It flows and that.
Yeah, flows.
Do you feel like a lot of drill rappers would be good on like a rap beat?
Yeah, 100.
Yeah.
In this country or just in
Not all.
Ooh, not.
In this country,
In
yeah.
this country, I don't think so.
Don't think so. I think so. Cello for sure.
Cello, yeah.
'Cause he
Cello
has.
has done it, yeah. And but the other drill rappers on a rap happy.
I think so. Like if
be surprised.
Officer's about to release an Afrobeat track,
Yeah.
if he can do that, like you can, yeah, why not?
No, you will hear some of officers like rap. Obviously, it's not like as lyrical, but it's good. Like
See, but that's what makes it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like rap has to be
Yeah, that's what I'm
lyrical.
saying. And your
And
diction,
not
your diction has to
lyrical.
be on point.
Not
I'm
lyrical in
not-
the sense
I'm
of,
not
like,
talking- you don't have to be
bust
J
that
Electronica,
brain,
like.
yeah, but like it can't be basic.
Can't be
basic.
A, B, C, D.
You get me? It has to be.
Walking down the street, yeah.
that's what I'm saying. We just
But
learned how
that's
to
the
rap.
thing is again like it's
As a
hard
nation.
for it to be rap because rap is about saying something. Like you're saying something.
So if you're not out here talking about anything, then
And it's just
Can have good flows, yeah, well
just-
done. Make an album with the same flow. a lot of these. How many Irish albums have we had?
not many.
We've had yours.
Stride.
In
We've
the
had
urban- in the
EPs.
black-
We've had
Yeah.
EPs. We've had EPs.
quite a lot of EPs, yeah.
Yeah.
We had
You guys dropped one as well.
Alicia's.
Who?
Alicia's. That was an album. ABC. I'm not even trying to take this. You guys are trying to make it a thing.
You know, he laughed.
Yeah, so
I learned my
Stride,
lesson.
ABC,
So you learned the lesson.
Kojak.
I think he has more than one. Or does he only have
He
one?
does. He has Daily Daydreams and Towns.
Yeah.
I'll press you. It's a podcast, so you might speaking into the mic.
Is that camera on there?
Yeah.
Who else? Hair Squad didn't drop an album. They dropped
EP.
EPs.
The last project, are you sure it wasn't an album?
Who?
Hair Squad.
No, it was an EP.
There's a good few songs in it though.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was an EP.
Was
though.
it six songs? Six?
Super World, 7 songs.
Yeah, that's an album. So they dropped an album.
So it's an
I
album
don't-
more
they
than
didn't
6
push
songs.
it out as
They
an
didn't-
album.
Album is seven.
Yeah, they didn't push it as an album.
Yeah,
I don't think they
push it as
did,
EP.
but it's listed as an album.
Is it that people are scared to make albums?
Album
It's a big
is a
deal.
different undertaking.
It's a big deal.
It's a
Because
different.
you can't.
JLOL, he dropped an album.
Yeah.
You can't go back and say, oh, like, see when you make it,
So
you
did
can't
Denise.
be like, this is my debut album. Like, your debut album was 7 years ago.
Mango. A few people dropped albums.
Yeah, there's a few albums. There's a few albums still.
Are they good though?
That's a
No.
different question.
Like
Not
an
all of
album is meant to be
I think an
your
album
best
is
body
good.
of work
I think an
at
album
this
is good
time of your
if-
release.
Like the ratio has to be managed. If you drop 16 songs, at least
Evans has dropped an album.
at
as well.
least 6 songs have to be good.
Okay.
At least.
Fair.
6 hours, 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least. At
And
least.
Yeah, at
10.
least.
And
at
everything
least.
everything
What
else
happens
can
in
be-
10?
Yeah, they can all be meaty.
Oh,
Not
okay,
meaty,
meaty,
but
okay,
like
okay.
decent. You get me? They can all be like, okay,
Like
this
you
is
need
a
to have
favorite
6
song.
standout
But
songs.
6,
I
like,
hear you,
yeah,
I
this is hard.
Yeah,
Undeniable.
to
you
make
get me?
it sick
Yeah,
album.
sick
Yeah, I hear
album.
it.
I think so.
That's why you know that Burna Boy album that he dropped before. I keep talking about Burna Boy so much, right?
You love it, man.
Yeah, I do.
Get off his yoke, you know?
That's why your back's hurting a lot.
No, but remember that album he did before? I think African Giant.
Yeah.
the amount of songs in there that like
Bangers.
had a moment of
absolute
their own.
bangers, Yeah.
Even J Hus with
Yeah.
J-Hus as well.
Common
J-Hus
sense.
as well.
Nearly every song's a banger.
Fam.
Absolute
Like
banger.
that album, no skips.
Yeah.
That's I think like 3 weeks ago was the first time I heard the album like fully, like top to bottom in the gym. And you know what, I just like
Yeah, stiff. It's stiff.
you're just like, what the hell is this? How can one man
Different body of work.
some good judge, huh?
fam
Listen.
serious relationship with the devil there, you know what I mean? The mommy water spirit.
That's
Like-
actually mad. So Ireland we're lacking, huh?
Yeah.
I won't say we're lacking. I'll just say we're growing.
No,
like.
We're lacking, bro.
We're lacking. We're
We're
lacking.
lacking, bro. Unfortunately.
we're lacking.
Yeah, we're lacking, bro.
We are growing. I give it to that. Like some songs, like people's songs are getting better.
Because like, you know,
But you know what we're not good at?
well,
Marketing ourselves. We're so bad at branding.
Yeah, and I feel that's just not in music alone. With everything.
yeah, I feel that's
Everything.
that's what holds a lot of us back in general.
What are we good at?
Going.
We're growing, bro. See, like here's what I want to say to the people. I don't want to
This
come
guy
across.
attacks the president.
I don't want to ever come across like we just were knocking it down. Yeah, there is like there's talent undeniable. Like there's undeniable talent in Ireland, 100%, and people are making progress, and it's evident. We can see the likes of Officer Cello. Some of the artists are doing at this moment. They're doing Denise Child. A lot of people are doing like big stuff.
Bits, basically.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? I'm breaking ground, right? But to the ones who are like watching all those people, what we're trying to say is, what can we do to improve and get better? I think we should be of that mindset because we're a growing scene. You know what I mean? We don't have the time to be complacent in Ireland. If we want to get to where we're looking at, we need to constantly be like,
That was a good question. What are we good at? You can't say growing.
you can't be good at growing, innit?
Yeah, because like, I don't think you will grow by default.
Yeah, what are we good at?
Do you know what I mean?
I think there's talent. We're good at music here. Like there is good music that like
Yeah.
there is. Oh, I think. Would I say? We're good at a lot of things.
Are we
innit?
good
No,
at
say
fashion?
what you want to say.
Fashion.
Are we good at fashion?
I think fashion looks exactly like every other country. Like I
We're
don't.
not really good at it.
I'm not the one to say anything about it. But
I don't
Flip
listen.
will say, I don't know.
I'm wearing tracksuits,
Are
bro.
we good at business?
Possibly.
Yeah.
I think we are.
How? Why? Why do you say
Yeah.
that? So confident?
What makes you feel like we're good at business?
There's a good few businesses that are up and running.
Are they doing well? Are they competing with the mainstream?
No, obviously not.
So are we good?
We're growing, man. Flip's sake, man.
No, I get
First.
that, and I agree.
This is
that
a critical
growing.
conversation.
I know.
guess.
I get it. But
Because even like if we're gonna bring it home, like the podcast is doing well, but are we really doing that well?
I'm not bringing anything home, please. This is the greatest podcast in the world.
Nah, but I feel we can't have this conversation without numbers. Especially
mean?
the business aspect.
No, I don't think so.
Because there's a few businesses out there that they're doing good.
Yeah, they can be doing good for themselves, like for where they're at. But
Like
I'm
if
talking about-
someone's standard is selling 10 things a week, and that's the definition of good. Is that objectively good?
To them, yeah.
yeah, it's good for
We're,
them.
we're
but-
good at barbing here. We
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
We are very good at Bible.
Yeah, I laugh because you're right. You're dead right.
Yeah, we are competing with nobody.
Yeah, definitely.
Even the beauty industry, the girls know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like think about Leah's nails and
The lashes, the nails.
yeah, they go to the UK and people demand for them.
Yeah, man, we're doing well, man.
Even,
We're okay there.
who's the girl that we had?
We're
Who's
doing
the
well,
girl that we had on the
No,
pod?
see, that's too complete.
Iwaku.
We could do
No,
way
Iwaku,
better.
yeah, and then
Freeborn Noble.
Freeborn
Yeah,
Noble
we're
as
doing
well.
well. Stop that, bro.
Heritage.
What?
Huh?
Because of one person.
No, I'm saying like there is a trend, especially in the beauty industry, the grooming and beauty industry, that we're actually not too bad in
How
that
many
area.
people are leading the way?
What do we leading the way?
Like, how many people can you be like, okay, mainstream
Freeborn Noble,
wise, they're in the conversation?
Freeborn Noble,
That's
definitely.
one, yeah.
Afro actually goes to Russia and all this time. He's definitely in.
There two.
And that's designer cuts, like that's
Yeah, that's designer
come on,
cuts.
man, let's not play with that. People,
I'm not. No, I'm.
people like
we
I
can't be
was
too
talking
like,
about
oh,
barbers.
yeah,
I was
'cause one person's
saying
doing that
barbers. I know two barbers have left Ireland, gone to UK and
Femi.
thrive, and Rashad
Femzima.
Femi's with Tion now.
Yeah, yeah.
thriving in those areas. So,
But like,
What does that mean for Ireland?
but yeah, it's
they're
mad.
Irish.
It's mad that they had
do
to
they
leave
claim-
here
do
to
they
thrive,
claim
though,
it,
isn't it?
come on, my bro.
Do they
Stop.
claim it?
No, but like even what he said,
This guy's trying
it's
to cause trouble.
it's mad that they had to leave to thrive, isn't it?
I mean, it's not.
You
mad.
don't have to
We-
leave
as
to
we
thrive
have
in
a
Ireland.
Small population, like we have to leave.
We don't have to leave. So when someone
gonna,
actually
like-
came up to me, big shout outs to Anya. I told her I'm gonna shout her out on the podcast. She's a nice girl that came up to me, saying she loves us three.
Love you,
love
Anya.
love Anya. But yeah, some guy came up to me at that same event. He goes, "Do you feel like you are you man leaving? Are you man leaving the country?" And
For what?
yeah, I was like, why? He goes, because most people want to get a bit of thing. They travel to the UK, and I goes, no, that's not the plan. Anyways, we're definitely trying to be here and make actually a name here and like maybe a household name type of thing. You know what I mean? Where we have some sort of legacy ourselves. Do you get what I'm trying to say? For Irish, entertainment.
entertainment
See,
industry.
we
Yeah.
say this all the time, and I'm in agreement. I don't want to leave. Yeah, I think this is like a blank canvas. Ireland is a blank canvas. You can literally do whatever. Yeah, but it's like, regardless, it's too small for us to be extremely successful. Just to be.
You're gonna have to be successful outside of
have
Ireland.
you have to do stuff. Like for me, the biggest I can get is the Tree Arena, and that's great. But then what's next? Do you get
Croke
me?
Park,
And then
Viva,
what?
Phoenix Park.
Phoenix Park.
big.
How many times do you do that? Like how many times?
That's the issue.
I'm joking. I know what you mean.
Yeah, like you
do have to be outside to
I'm
kind
not
of.
saying like I don't think we should be leave as in like let me go live in this place. But you definitely need to start
Ireland has to be
creating-
your
Oh,
audience
in
out
that
there.
You
context,
definitely need to
yeah,
start
yeah.
creating like relationships outside of Ireland.
I thought you meant just leave Ireland and
But
forget
people
about
people
Ireland.
try to do that, but it's not working for everybody. Like you need to have a plan before you go to somewhere like London or
Yeah,
America or whatever.
yeah. People just think the grass is greener randomly.
You're
Yeah,
a small fish in a big pond over there.
yeah. Facts.
There's literally you go over there. There's 15 of you.
Yeah,
Fam.
No, there's not,
50.
it's not even fish. It's the sharks. Bro,
And it's already like, see here, where it's like everyone
Yeah.
knows each other, whatever. But
Yeah.
it's kind of the same over there.
Yeah.
Now you have to be like the new guy, and they have to
Yeah.
accept you, and then they have to push you. Like that's a journey in itself. People think it's gonna be easier because the opportunities are there, but
the amount of people that have gone to the UK and
they're still.
a few months later they come back to Ireland.
Some of them are not even as doing worse than they were doing. Here.
Dude, yeah, facts. It's facts.
100%.
It's facts. Like people think that
not easy.
England is flipping like. Who was saying it to me? I think Mrs. was saying to me yesterday that it's called Paris syndrome, where like there was a thing where you actually thought that Paris was going to change your life.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
you go
yeah.
there.
And then you
it
see
has
like
the same
you
with
see-
New York as well.
people say that with Paris a lot. Like it
Yeah.
smells like piss.
Yeah. Well, we was in
Piss is
Paris.
dirty, like
You think Paris is going to be like this thing where you
because of the pictures you see and
and then
everything.
reality shows that it's like it's. I always feel like if you have a pre-existing condition, what I mean by that is
Idea of
if you no, even though like if you're just a lazy person, London is not going to make you
Any more hardworking.
Any more hardworking. You're just a lazy person. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I feel like if you could pattern a level of quality here or hard work here, when you go to these different places,
follow you everywhere.
it will just even those things will elevate you more. It doesn't transform you. Cities can't make you do that. You know what I mean? You have to have the inner desire from within. You know what I mean?
I think part of the issues that we're so comfortable here, like everything is actually calm.
Yeah.
We're not struggling. I know there's some people are struggling in
Yeah.
their own way, but as a country, we're not really like you get.
I feel like it's an Irish thing though.
it
you
is
know,
every-
grand.
Like,
God bless you. Literally, be like, oh, listen to be
that
grand.
just means we have to simulate a struggle, low key.
That's true.
You have to like,
Don't have to.
have to send this.
because you're not moving if you feel like my bills are paid for today anyway.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah, you
Okay,
need
I know
to
what
create
you
a
mean.
struggle in your mind to push
Go
you.
sleep on someone's couch for a week or something. Like,
Nah, you don't need to create a struggle to.
I mean, some people
Work
do.
harder.
Some people don't.
Some people- some people don't.
Some people could thrive in the comfortability, but not everybody. And
Some people can
majority
create
can't.
drive within themselves with nothing.
Like, given your comfortability, I'm sure that's not where you want to be for the rest of your life.
Some people.
Is that not the drive that you need?
Bro, trust me. Trust me, that isn't enough for a lot of people.
Some people like even working jobs that you don't like. I'm hearing people say that for 3 years straight. I'm like, you could leave this job. It's like, oh, but it's like you're not
not really.
secure. Like, blah.
There is
That's
there is a fear of going into a place that's very uncomfortable. It's a big fear. You know what I mean?
Fear the unknown, like
Yeah, fear the unknown. So you have people would rather just stay in what we say comfortability, but still like it's average or it's stale.
Yeah, but are they staying there and not doing anything about it, or are they staying there with a plan to get out of it?
They're staying there, but not doing anything about it.
Yes, that's dead then.
That's what we're talking about. Literally, like the whole big grand, it'd be grand.
Yeah.
That's the whole idea behind it. It's just like, listen, it'd be grand, it'd be all right. Like my bills are paid at the end of the month, it'd be grand.
Very, very Irish mentality, though.
Do we have that mentality?
No, I don't, Sha.
Because I'd say I'll be honest with myself, I have a bit of it.
I don't have the. I can't. It can't be
Oh, no.
grand. Like it can't be
Like
grand.
I'm always very uncomfortable though. There's always an element of like you know when you sit down for too long, you're like, I should be working on something now.
Yeah.
Like, there's always that fire, but
Yeah,
like,
that-
but there's still always an element of like, do you know what I mean? It's like the battle of the hot and cold.
Yeah, no, I can understand that. Like for me, like the reason things like move for me, anyways, in terms of I'm not even anywhere where I'm trying to go yet. But the reason I like I made myself like would I say like a go getter if you call it, yeah, was actually weirdly enough was my leaving cert, and I just remember how I felt failing. I remember it. Like, I remember that day. And I remember my mom had a shop up in Drogheda. And I remember, like, being in a shop. And I remember, like, you know, like, all I saw was grey. Like, every color was grey. Have you ever seen?
I know what you mean.
Everything I saw that day was just complete grey. Like, colors, there was no colors. It's just grey. Right? So, I remember, like, how dark that day was. And I just said to myself, like, never gonna fail again. I'm just not gonna fail. I'm not gonna be a failure in this life, right? So then, I went from being a person who was scared to do things to just doing it, even if I just do it. So that's why I just start things. I just like if you have an idea right now, yeah, and you're like, David, like, you want to do this idea? I'll be like, I'll think about it. Let's do it, and I'll do it, and I'll text you. I bought the thing. Let's go for it. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And we're doing it because I can't live in that place where I was scared to do things because I was always failing. I can't live in that place anymore. That place is too dark for me to be there. So even there's days where I'm having a rest day and I feel mad uncomfortable, and I just have to go and do something just because I can't stay here. It literally doesn't sit well with my body. Do you know what I mean? So
Did you say you're the same?
I think I've always been comfortable. Like, my parents definitely gave us an environment where it's like you have no real responsibilities. You get me? Whereas and then like at a certain point in my life, we moved out from where we were, where everything was convenient. You get me? And then that made me have to go to like the whole creating a simulation of struggle, like sleeping on people's couches for weeks and weeks and being like, yo,
Let's get out of here.
bum, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just sleeping on this guy's couch and this guy's cooking for me, and then traveling to London and seeing like what some of the boys who've moved there are living like, and I'm like, damn, like, nah, I need to like create responsibility for myself. Do you get me? And I feel like that's what pushed me to have to do stuff and be like, yo, what is a man? Like, why am I still like relying on my parents to pay for this? And
I was gonna ask you that question actually. Like, what do you man see it as? Someone actually asked me recently, just there, like, he asked me about being a man, and I was like, why would you ask me? But he said he sees things in me that's like he wants to emulate
He
as
sees qualities of
Qualities,
what he
right.
defines as a man.
a man. And I was thinking, like, what do you man this like define as a man? Because I remember that conversation we had about yours, like, in between a car and a place to stay. You know what I mean? Like, in terms of responsibility, because a car will give you a responsibility. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a place to stay will give you a responsibility. And if you have both, you have responsibility. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So, like, it's like, what do you see being a man as like solely responsibility, or like what's all the variables in your idea of being a man?
I feel like responsibility is a big one, though. I think it's a big one because it will carry to having a family. Like, you know that, okay, now I have other mouths to feed. I can't just say, oh, today I'm not in the mood.
Day off.
Do you get me? Like, you have a responsibility. You chose to do this and be in this situation.
Yeah.
You have to take care of it. Do you get me?
Yeah.
I can't even say that's what a man is, but I feel like that's an attribute.
It's a fundamental aspect
That's
of.
an attribute that I saw in my dad, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But other things, I'm not sure what else makes a man, if I'm being honest.
How about you, man?
See, I've been talking about discipline for a long time. I feel like a man has patterned that, like, just understands like, I have to be disciplined to be the person that I need to be, and I have to be disciplined to be responsible. Like, it's like a fundamental understanding of that as well. I feel like is an attribute. I don't know. So I won't say I understand the full picture.
Yeah. That's what,
There's so much to.
There's
being
so
a
much.
man.
There's so many
There's
variables.
So much.
Nobody ever teaches you this, though. Nobody, like, my dad will say certain things and be like, oh, yeah, that's what makes you a man. But and then sometimes you be like, I don't see that in you. Like, I don't see that thing that you're saying I need to do, kind of thing. So, are you a man then? Do you get me? But it's just like, oh, this is what a typical man should do, kind of thing.
Yeah.
What's a man like?
Yeah. I even think like the whole someone said recently like the ability to lead, and so that's interesting because like
It's not everybody are leaders. Not everyone's a leader.
exactly.
Well, but technically, everyone should, right?
Shouldn't lead your own life?
That's what I'm saying. Everyone should be a leader to a certain
some
degree,
aspects, in some point in your life, you've had to lead.
Yeah.
and you will have to lead constantly. Your family,
If you have family as well, you
that
have
kind
to
of
lead.
thing.
Yeah. I was even saying to one of my guys, I was like, yo, being the ability to handle situations, that ability. When I say handle situations, because we're men, we like to like handle situations.
fix,
We like in this situation, let me bring you from A and let me bring you to point B. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And the ability to do that effectively, and the outcome being a lesson that was learned. You know what I mean? A lot of those things we can crumble when people ask us to make decisions, or you know what I mean?
Making decisions.
Yeah, it's like that's big. How do you handle when someone's being rude to you? Do you fight, or do you show I have so much self-control?
Decision making is a skill.
It's massive.
I feel like
right decision as well.
no, it's like I feel like good decision making is a skill that can only be acquired by making a lot of decisions.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like it's a case of you've made so many bad ones that you know how to determine that.
That could be one, or you could just be a very analytic person. Like you could just analyze situations way better than someone who just makes a lot of bad mistakes.
I'll be lagging so much when I'm trying to make a decision. Do I eat this or this? I'm just different. Just trying to think of like
I determine that by asking questions.
to yourself.
Yeah, it's like what would I like to eat?
That's too broad.
No, it isn't though. No, like because
I would like to eat many things.
no, 'cause that's what I'm saying. Sorry, I give myself categories
Okay.
okay, let's say I want to order food. Do you want a burger or do you want a pizza or Chinese?
Do you know that's what I do when I'm asking somebody? Like if
I do that to myself. I was like, do you want burger,
Don't
pizza?
you know what you want to eat?
That's what I'm saying. When you don't know what to eat but you're hungry, let's just say.
or if you order two things that you're saying and I could eat both things, but I can only get one thing. How do you then decide that?
The
Like,
cheaper one.
Yeah. or if the exact same price, you just choose one. Like, bro, give it a rest. What are you doing? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, that is
I
good
hate
to
indecisive people, bro. Pick.
obviously, you end up making this. I'm just saying, I lag in that.
Anyways, boys, we'll come to the end of the podcast. Where's your head at? Where would you? This is a great conversation, but where's your head at?
Just this last bit of conversation is too short, but we don't have time.
Yeah,
Like the whole
we don't have
aspect
time.
of manhood.
Oh yes, it's a big one, but it's just
It's like how like if we're going to put like a list of attributes that a man should possess, like I'm thinking like that's where my head's at now. I guess like
yeah.
what would that list consist of,
Do you think
and how many of those do I actually possess?
do you think of yourself as a man? Now, obviously, I know you like biologically a man, but do you get what I'm trying to say? Do you walk around? I'm a man.
I don't think
I've
I've done enough to deserve that
Is that the outside perspective of what a man is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I've done enough to like say that, like
Why? Like, what are the things that you feel you need to do?
like
We're inside though. I swear.
yeah, it's just I just feel like I could be more responsible in certain aspects of my life.
Say you decide to get married today.
Yeah.
And
Well,
That does make you a man, though.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. When would you feel like a man? Is it when you marry or have kids? When would you feel like a man?
I feel that in my mind there's a list of things that I need to achieve.
So being a man is based on achievements.
Partially, and so partially based on achievements and my ability to sustain certain things.
Okay.
Or
You don't have time. You have to run.
yeah, so that's where my head's at now. You've sent me in that rabbit hole. Where's your head at, pal?
We just need to do better in this island, man.
Facts.
But come
No,
like Jesse
we're doing well.
I said it's Jesse part 2.
We're doing well, and I'm happy that everyone's doing well. But yeah, man, just start speaking about your own experiences, bro. Like, it's okay to take the loose. It's okay to eat a chicken fillet roll,
27
and a spice bag. Like, just talk about it. Do you get me? Talk about it. It can't be.
okay
It can't
to
be
have a
vibes
picnic in
every
Phoenix
day.
Park,
Like,
yeah.
you can't. Nobody's lit every day. Sometimes you
yeah.
cry. Like, talk about when you cried. What made you cry? Why did you cry? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
cool.
Facts.
it's cool. That's what my head.
What about you? What's up with
Because
you?
there's so many lyrics that you man say it's not true.
Oh boy.
It's not true.
Oh boy.
I've been to your house. I know you.
I know your
I know your mommy.
It's because they see that it works for somebody,
Yeah.
but that person who's doing that is genuinely
In
that
that
person.
space.
do you get me?
Yeah.
That's why it works.
Yeah.
You're not that person.
And no one likes when you get found out that you're not that person. It's more embarrassing.
Your Instagram doesn't match your lyrics.
Oh Jesus.
Instagram doesn't match
Doesn't match your lyrics.
the fact that you're on the bus with me right now.
Oh Jesus. Oh.
I hear that. I hear that.
What can wash you
Fam,
away?
I remember I was listening to one of Shaka's lyrics. My guy goes, I trade my bus card for a black Mercedes Benz.
Yeah.
Like, we are not the same.
Yeah.
I said,
Yeah.
I was like, yo, and you're
That's
right.
real.
You're telling the truth, bro.
That's real.
You're not lying.
Yeah.
You're not lying.
Yeah.
Write your story. Don't let them write it for you.
Wow.
Word.
Wow.
Just be yourself, man.
Yeah, man.
Word.
For me, I think, man, just everyone's amazing. Just keep doing what you're doing, especially the business side of things, man. You guys just keep pushing, doing your thing. Music as well. Let's keep pushing. Let's get better. Flipping, yeah, man. Love, man.